welcome back to the show and to some exciting news. Now, the usual bumper-to-bumper congestion at East Legon has completely been reduced with the opening of the new tunnel to traffic. The contractors, Sonitra, used 6 months to finish the project, although they say some minor works will still have to be done. Maxwell Agbagba was at the area this morning and reports there was no congestion, as some hawkers there were saying they would no longer be able to cash in on the usual traffic there.
Sweaty faces inside trotros, heads peering through car windows, babies crying in commercial vehicles. That used to be the situation here, as hundreds of vehicles line up the streets here waiting patiently to use this underpass to the central business districts and other parts of Accra. But that has changed completely, as vehicles moving from Spintex Road to East Legon, Adringano and its environs are able to move freely without waiting for their counterparts who are moving to the central business district and other parts of Accra. At a time when you expect to meet the rush hour traffic and congestion here, it has changed completely, as vehicles are moving freely without having to wait in traffic. Some motorists we've been speaking to are happy.
Oh yeah, Maxwell, I'm very excited that at long last this project has been finished by the highways authorities, which is going to ease traffic. Normally when I use this underpass, it takes me 1 hour to pass through before I get to Accra to my workplace. So I'm very excited that this project has been completed.
I think it's good construction. I can see that it has helped a lot, because normally the road, it's always blocked. If you want to pass, you can't get away. Some of the drivers too, if you mess up, they can knock you down. And I think now it's 2 lanes, so I think if you are riding your bicycle or any motorbike, you can feel comfortable, then pass and go. If not, so things are not all like first, but now I think now it's okay.
We are told that this old tunnel was constructed by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It previously served the purpose of an underpass for cattle, but later vehicles started using this underpass. We are told by contractors here, Sonitra, that this old underbridge would be maintained for pedestrians.
Less than 3 minutes.
Less than 3 minutes?
Yes.
On a normal day, how many minutes would it take you to do that?
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah. An hour. Yes. So I would say that it's an excitement news for us to, instead of an hour, using 3 minutes to pass through the tunnel. We are really excited.
Good morning, Atomic Watch. We are here once again. We have watch going for 10 cities and another pack going for 12 Ghana cities. Atomic Watch 10 cities.
Some motorists we've been interacted with are very excited, but some hawkers who previously cast in on the situation are worried now, as vehicles no longer wait here.
He said, traffic
Well, she says after the construction of this new underpass, there's no longer congestion on the stretch, meaning business is no longer booming as it used to be. So she's contemplating on quitting the selling of the eggs. This is the other end of the tunnel for vehicles moving from Spintex Road to East Legon, Adringano and its environs. This is the stretch where they normally use. A lot of the drivers we've been interacting with are very excited about the congestion that has been cleared on this stretch. Reporting for JoyNews, Maxwell Agbagba.
And as I said, we're still receiving some of your exciting photos from your experience on that particular stretch of road.